Good afternoon. My name is Liam Caraway, and today I'm going to be doing a voiceover over a demonstration of a model workout. And as a disclaimer from the start, I'm going to say that I am not performing these exercises perfectly. However, I'm going to be calling out things that are noteworthy, both errors as well as doing things correctly. And so, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. So the first exercise that I'm going to be performing is going to be performed with a basic 1 gallon water jug, and we're going to be doing squat jumps. One set of 10, however, I did 11, and so no harm came from an extra rep. As you can see, the knees and the hips are breaking 90, doing full exertion into a jump, and feet are going to be staying at the mid-axillary line with the weight back on the heels. And for our next exercise, we're going to be utilizing a household broom as to get the motions of tall kneeling lift. And so as you can see, I've had my feet dorsiflexed and my left arm is fully extending upon extension, as well bringing it back down. My right arm is fully extending. And on this set, my left hand, I accidentally did 6. However, they would call for 1 set of 8 on each side. It also is important to note that you want to keep the bar slash dowel rod, cable, whatever it may be, close to your body as you're performing this exercise. You want to make sure that it's not getting too away from you, and you want to keep your core stable and prevent some rotation. We're going to get a 20-second break, and then after this 20-second break, we're going to see how I performed an assisted leg lowering. Okay, so getting into the assisted leg lowering, you're going to put your hands, you're going to interlock your fingers behind your whatever leg is up behind the knee, and with both feet dorsiflex, you're going to lower the opposing leg to the ground. And it's also is important to note that you want to try to keep the knee that is, the leg that is fully extended locked out at all times. And again, you can see my feet are dorsiflexed, and we're going to get 1 set of 5 on each leg. After this set is complete, we're going to take a 1-minute break, and then we're going to go into B block. And the first exercise that we're going to perform is split squat. Okay, rolling into B block, the first exercise that I'll be performing is a split squat. And just like the squat jumps in A block, I'll be utilizing a basic 1 gallon jug. So getting into the form, first off, you can't really see my toes. However, it's important to note that with the front leg, you do not want the knee going over the tops of those toes. And with the back leg, the back ankle and foot more specifically, you're going to be plantar flexed and driving that knee down into the ground and exerting force back to the starting position. As a practitioner, we want to make sure that the client slash athlete is maintaining an erect posture and they're looking directly forward without caving in the top of the shoulders or the lower back. We're going to get 1 set of 12 on each leg, and then after this, we're going to take a 30-second break and then go into the second exercise of B block. Okay, the next exercise that I'll be demonstrating is a core engaged leg raise. And for this exercise, I'll be performing 1 set of 8 repetitions with each leg. And so for this exercise, you want to make sure that your client slash athlete is engaging their core, and while holding the object above their head, they're going to be lowering the opposing leg while fully extended to the ground and then back up. A couple things you want to look for here is maintaining posture at the knee, maintaining that 90-degree flexion, as well as you'll notice that my feet are both dorsiflexed. You want to maintain proper form while performing this exercise, and that's something that as a practitioner we need to look for. Just a little disclaimer in the next clip. My roommate apparently likes to keep his clothes in garbage bags. So that is what you'll be seeing. Again, just a little heads up. The next exercise I'll be demonstrating is a chin-up, and I'll be doing one set of 5 repetitions. And so for this exercise, you want to make sure you start in the downward position, and while engaging the lats and biceps, pull yourself up, and while your chin going slightly above the bar, lower yourself back down to starting position. Okay, after another 1 minute break, I jumped into C block, and the first exercise I'll be demonstrating in C block is an inverted row. And for this exercise, I'll be performing one set of 12 repetitions while utilizing a basic beach towel and a wooden pillar. Okay, from the starting position, you want to make sure the client's hands are in the pronated position, and as they pull themselves forward, you want to ensure that they rotate their hands either to the neutral or supinated grip. And as they pull forward, you want to look for scapular retraction as well as engagement of the latissimus dorsi, rhomboids, traps, biceps, and posterior deltoids. As a practitioner, we also want to look for full chest extension, almost as if there's a hook in the chest and they're being pulled to the post by that hook. We're going to take a 20-second break and then get into the second exercise of C block. The next exercise I'll be performing is a push-up, and I'll be doing one set of 12 repetitions. So with the knees slightly unlocked and the hips anteriorly shifted, you're going to position the shoulders directly above the hands and lower yourself to the ground. As a practitioner, we want to avoid scapular retraction in the downward, but as the individual returns to the starting position, we want to ensure full scapular protraction. Okay, I'm going to take a quick 30-second break, and then I'm going to jump into the third exercise of C block, single leg RDLs. For this next exercise, I'll be utilizing a basic 1 gallon water jug again. And while gripping the dumbbell, kettlebell, water jug, what have you, in your right hand and all your weight placed on your left leg, you're going to hinge at the hips and extend your right leg back. As far as form is concerned, there's something I do want to point out. The leg that is being thrown back could be more extended at the knee. However, you will notice my foot is dorsiflexed, and that could be more dorsiflexed as well. Ideally, as a practitioner, we don't want the client's neck to bend backwards as mine is doing. We want that to stay straight, as well as keeping the weight, bar, whatever, right in front of the foot. And as you can see, it is going out just a little too far from my body. For this exercise, I performed one set of 8 repetitions on each leg. However, on one right leg, I performed an extra repetition due to a faulty rep during my set. With no break from the single leg RDLs, I jumped right into the fourth exercise of C block, plank reaches. And so, with the knees slightly unlocked and the arms placed above the shoulders at 90-degree flexion, you want to extend the arms fully as much as you can. In this exercise, you want to prevent rotation at the hips as well as the abdomen, and that's what makes it so challenging. And as you can see, I do have slight rotation. However, I would say that it is minimal, but it could be tightened up. I performed this exercise for one set of 30 seconds, and without any rest, I jumped right into glute bridges. While driving through the heels and engaging the hamstrings and glutes, drive the hips upward as far as possibly can. It's also important to note that you want to keep the knees separated and driven apart from each other. And for this exercise, I performed one set of 15 repetitions. This concludes my demonstrative video. My name is Liam Carraway, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope it was very informative.